one of the beautiful side effects of this process is that if it's something that you like, right? So if prospecting to for sale by owners is something that you kind of get into, then what we're also going to be talking about is how to structure your week.
Right.
So you're going to structure your week around open house, FSBO open house marketing. And so a lot of times when I'm doing this with agents, I will identify a common frustration, which is there's no consistency in their business. There's no consistency in how they're executing their days of the week. And so they don't know, they're frustrated with the fact that they don't feel like you just like when when you're not giving it your all, or you're not really running your business like a business, like you kind of feel it, right? There's an awareness, right? Like I could be doing more, or you may be judging your business by the businesses of some of your colleagues in your local JPAR office it just seems like they're crushing it. Like, you want to get there, right?
Yeah, of course.
So, so some really great outcomes that come out of this process is that exactly, this kind of comes into focus. Like your week comes into focus, and you start going like, exactly what you need to be doing Monday through Sunday.
Okay.
And like having that structure, like, so a lot of agents join, get their license and join a brokerage because of the perceived freedom
right
gain, right? And they're coming from some kind of corporate world or some kind of other profession or job or industry where it's very structured, like Monday through Friday, you clock in, you clock out. Here's exactly what you do in between. Here's exactly what's expected of you, right?
Right.
So you're in real estate now, which means you're your own boss.
Exactly.
You set your own hours, and that is a big blessing, but it can also be a very slippery slope.
It sure can. I remember that transition. Like, wait a minute, you mean I don't get a check back, like for my taxes, and I gotta give a check, and I gotta set my own? Yeah, it is truly like what?
Yes. So it's challenging, right? This process. The good news is this process is simple. Okay.
Yeah.
So it is possible. Like you have all the tools you need with JPAR. You're going to have all the training you need. But it's going to be up to you to run your business like a business. And a big part of that is every day you have a set schedule and you adhere to it as closely as you possibly can.
Okay.
So, I don't know. Do you have kids?
Yes, I have 3 kids.
Are you married?
I am.
So is your husband like the 4th kid?
Yeah.
All right. So do your kids, they play sports?
They do and don't. Like they haven't played in a while, but yeah, we're not like a huge sports family. We don't have the time, unfortunately. It's just always
Well, they probably, or any of them need are you a chauffeur for them? Like you constantly?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely have like the after school stuff. Yeah.
And taking them to the movies and to their friend's house and all that
stuff.
So, you may or may not. I don't know. It's like if you have laundry that you're doing, dishes that you're doing, meals that you're preparing, you got to drive this one here, pick this one up from there.
Right.
Your husband needs some me time. We're very needy. We need our attention, right? And so, and this is a thing that I see with female agents a lot, especially when they have families, is they put, everybody else, the needs of everybody else before their own.
Right.
So a big part of this process, and for you becoming super successful, is you're going to have to learn to be a little selfish.
Right. Okay.
And that just means adhering to your schedule as much as you can, as strictly as you can, as religious and relentlessly as you can. It's going to be a big win. So coaching homework, watch those videos, watch every video in that series, watch it take notes on every one of those videos.
Mm-hmm.
Another really powerful coaching assignment is for you to start thinking about what drives you.
Okay.
So what motivates you? Because think about this, when life starts to get in the way, it's very easy for us to take our eye off the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Very easy for us to shift our priorities
Mm-hmm.
from dollar productive to away from dollar productive activities.
Right.
It's easy to be distracted.
Mm-hmm.
We're very susceptible to distractions.
Yeah.
A lot of times we invite the distractions because it's like it gets us off of the hard stuff. Gets us away from hard. So it allows us an easier option to choose from. And so you're going to need that driver to bring your focus back and go, all right, look, Wanda, you need to check back in. Like you're off the rails right now. Okay. So you need to clock back in and refocus. So, so think about that. So for instance, one of my prior coaches was a super successful real estate agent, from like got his license in, 02 or 04 and just shot out of a cannon to like mega agent status. And he was buying a lot of houses with no money down. So this was all pre 2008. And then he was in, I think, the Las Vegas market. So the market started to shift there like 2006.
Oh, okay.
And he lost everything.
Wow.
In the crash. And so he tells this story about how he was taking his daughter to Starbucks and it was like $7, 2 lattes and a cookie or something or whatever. And his card got declined. And the embarrassment he felt that day, he always carries that receipt around with him.
Wow.
As a reminder that this will never happen again.
Yeah.
My wife's is that she and her upbringing, they were poor. So her parents didn't make a lot of money. And so they didn't have a lot of choices. And, she made that commitment to herself that was never going to be her reality again.
Right. I feel like once you feel that feeling, I mean, because, I've been doing this since 2016, not a long time, but before that I was in like network marketing and stuff. And so it's like, I kind of had that mindset, but not like real estate, like it's a completely different ball game. But when you really get that high, and then you hit that low, like, oh my God, am I gonna have to get another job? Like, I can't, like that feeling of lack. I can feel it. I feel like that's when other agents are like, oh, let me watch TV is what keeps me like, what should I be doing? Let me reanalyze my business. Like, I want to hone into what I need to do to bring it. Like when I start seeing, okay, great, I have closings, but hold on, like, do I got another closing next month? Like, do I have another closing next week? Like, hold on, I can't have like the ups and the downs. I'm sick of that. So,
well, and be super connected to that sickness.
Yeah.
Sick feeling. And you want to just keep it ever present. Because it's powerful. It's a good thing. It's a driver.
Right.
And then the other thing we'd want to do is set some goals.
Yes.
So, and some small goals and some big goals. So a big key to this process. So what you need to understand is that it is possible for you to build a real estate business that pays you like a business 365 days a year. So you can have a healthy pipeline of buyer and seller opportunities 365 days a year. So that's the good news. Okay. The bad news is it's not going to be easy to get there, but the good news is that it's possible.
Right.
It's really possible. And a big part of this process, number one, knowing what drives you, to be driven by something. And then two, to celebrate yourself and to celebrate the fruits of this labor. So what is something that your kids want? What is something that your husband wants? What do you want? So do you guys like want to take a 3-day weekend somewhere? Do you need a new vehicle? Does your house need repairs? Do you just like going out being able to go out once a week, once a month, twice a month for a big bougie fancy dinner.
Right.
Like have some things to celebrate. And then
Mm-hmm.
the other thing is like sitting down with your family. Like you could sit down with your family over dinner tonight and you could say, hey, listen, there's going to be some changes that are going to be happening. Like mom's really going to get serious about building a super profitable real estate business.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully with the ultimate goal of you building some passive income streams,
Mm-hmm.
like investing in real estate. I don't know if
Yes,
that's a goal of yours.
definitely a goal. That's actually a goal of mine for this year. So my
Okay.
fingers are very crossed for that. I'm like, I need to get this going, get my knowledge up in that aspect as well.
Okay. So one of the things that I'm going to want to teach you to focus on is to earn your off time. So earn your freedom.
Okay.
So the way you're going to do that is you're going to design a schedule that you're going to stick to day after day after day after day after day. The one of the great byproducts from this is that you're not going to have to wonder. You're not going to get up and go, all right, today's Monday. What am I supposed to be doing today?
Right.
It's just set in stone. So, every Monday you're doing similar activities. Every Tuesday you're doing similar activities. Life's going to get in the way. You're going to have some people that say, oh, I need to see this house today. And you're like, oh, right. I'm supposed to be doing this right now. Right. So you have to shift some things in your schedule. It needs to be flexible. It needs to be pliable. You need to be able to move some things around and know that when you erase something from your schedule, you need to replace it. But there's going to be a great deal of just comfort from the clarity of what you're supposed to be doing day in and day out. Right. And then once you start to see the fruits of these labors, like, wow, once you see that this really works, right? Holy crap. I'm busy. Like, hey, what is your favorite drink or meal? Because it's on me right now. Yeah. You're going to be like, wow, this really works. And hopefully becoming more obsessed with preparation, research, getting more and more disciplined with your schedule. Yeah. You just kind of get hooked on this. You're like, wow, getting more skilled because, and this covers all the things you need to be doing, right? Okay. So the one of the big things we talked about is that real estate agents are kind of flying by the seat of their pants. Yes. There's no congruency with their days. They don't look similar. They're just kind of lost. Yeah. They're very reactive. They're not proactive. And exactly. So that just creates a lot of uncertainty, right? That creates, oh my God, stress. That creates that stressful uncertainty that you mentioned, which is, am I going to have a closing this month? Right, right. And then if I don't, what does that mean? Yeah. Probably not good. Right. So there's a great deal of power that can come from, the consistency of execution of specific dollar productive activities that yield a very consistent and very steady scale of your earning potential. So that's, super, super powerful. What was I going to say? So that's one of the biggest problems I see, real estate agents have is that there's just no structure. There's no direction and it's not consistent. Right. So 10 conversations a day. So one of the things I want you focused on is, when you clock out for the day, you're like, man, I've earned it. I've earned this glass of wine. I've earned this family time. I've earned the right to put my phone down. Yes. And I've done that because, so one of the things I want you to focus on is having 10 real estate related conversations a day. Okay. 10 conversations a day. Now that can be the most powerful form of communication is face-to-face communication. But aside from that, it's over the phone. And then it continues to go down, so you can technically have a conversation over email, over text, over PM or DM. You just need to understand that anything other, like it just gets watered down. Like, so
Yeah.
the phone is not nearly as powerful as the face-to-face.
Right.
The email and the text and all the other messaging is not as powerful as over the phone.
Yeah.
So understanding that, but tell like get your husband and your kids bought into the fact that, hey, mom's probably going to have a little less time because you're a business owner and you're going to start running your business like a business, which is going to mean less time for them.
Yeah.
But the benefit is we're going to do this.
Right.
Like, think about this for a second. Think about the accountability power of you scheduling, putting down a deposit on a vacation. So I don't know if you guys have been thinking about somewhere you wanted to go or something you wanted to
taking the kids to
experience.
Disney is what I've been thinking about. I know they would love going to Disney, Disney World or Disneyland, whichever one is in Florida.
Okay.
And,
So this is perfect, right? This is absolutely a dream scenario. So I don't know, you may not be ready to do this tonight during dinner, but whenever you're ready, I would just call like a family meeting. Like, hey, we got stuff we want to talk about. And then you're going to have this talk with them and you're going to say, hey, listen, mom needs to design a schedule and stick to a schedule day in and day out for this to happen, for this goal to happen. So when I come home or you come home from school, I want you asking me how many people I talked to today. How many conversations did you have today, mom? And did you stick to your schedule? Because these like kids are some of the best accountability partners ever.
They really are.
But one thing this can do, though, is it can create this cohesiveness in your family unit to where your husband's getting into it. They may go, well, what can we do to help you, mom? Okay, well, appear in this like Facebook open house announcement video with me because people love kids.
Right.
So they may want to get involved in some way other than the accountability factor, which is really, really powerful. But imagine if you went ahead and just called Disney today or tomorrow and said, hey, well, I want to put a deposit down for a vacation.
Oh, that would be really good to really motivate, like, for sure.
It's like so this is a couple things that are happening here. You're getting your whole family involved. Everybody's excited. I put something Disney. I'd like print something out off the internet, stick it to your refrigerator. So every time they open the refrigerator, it's like countdown to Disney.
Right.
That's like that'd be good to have something like you can get a dry erase board that just magnetizes to a refrigerator or put it somewhere. You can write on your bathroom mirror, write on their bathroom mirror, countdown to Disney, get everybody excited about it. And everybody is motivated to hold mom accountable to her daily goals, which are to stick to a schedule and have those 10 conversations.
Yeah.
To the point where if you have 7 or 8 conversations, the next day you don't get to have 10. You got to have 12.
Right.
That's how seriously you take this.
Yeah.
So with all that being said, here's the good news is that we're going to be able to design this schedule together. So you won't be alone and I'm going to help you design it. And it's going to be designed in such a way. I know what I was going to say. Okay. I think it finally came back to me, but so some of the biggest issues real estate agents have is they don't know how to create a schedule. They don't know how to give their days of the week structure. They don't really know what they should be doing. Right. So we're going to solve that problem for you. The other thing that I had lost that came back was that real estate agents are overwhelmed by all the stuff people are telling them they need to do. They're actually paralyzed by the analysis of all of it.
Yeah.
So like you think about this. Okay. So I know I need to be calling my sphere of influence.
Right.
So what I would like to do, just kind of FYI, is you calling 5 members of your sphere of influence a day, and then having 5 people that you're generating from an internet lead or that you generated from an open house or a sign call. and so those are your 10. So your 10 are people that you know. So 5 people that you know and 5 people you don't know. So that's the met versus non-met prospecting method. But then people are telling you like, all right, so I need to become my sphere of influence. I need to be generating internet leads. I need to be creating content. So I need to be using my KV Core blog. I need to be posting on Craigslist. I need to be posting on my personal page. I need to be posting on my business page. I need to be making videos for YouTube. I need to be creating stories and reels and posts. I need to be on TikTok. I need to be doing all this stuff. I got all this contract to close paperwork I need to be doing. And then you're just like, So, so this week that we're going to design, this schedule that we're going to design hits all the stuff.
Okay.
So it covers like doing daily research, daily prospecting, daily social media content creation. So a lot of real estate agents are like, everybody's telling me to post on social media. I don't know what the heck to post on social media. Or I would post, but I just don't know what to post. And so we're going to take all that stuff off your plate so that you know exactly what you need to be, the content you need to be creating and exactly the content you need to be posting. And you're going to be posting it consistently, right? Okay. So some agents will be like,
yeah, that's my thing.
They'll make a couple good posts one week, and then the next week they're like,
right.
Post. So every week you're going to be posting. And one thing that is going to happen is that this FSBO program and executing this perfect week schedule, it's going to activate your sphere of influence. Because they're going to go, wow, look how busy she is. Look how productive she is.
Right.
Look how above and beyond she goes to market and sell properties and to serve the community. And then, so what's the town you live in? Specifically the town.
So I live in Venus, the city of Venus. Yeah. It's
what's Venus like? Is there, or in the South DFW area, I would imagine there's a lot to do.
Yeah, it's like, I would say the difference between the South and the North is that the North is more, bougier things to do, really fine shops and dining and things like that. Whereas the South has that too, but it's more kind of like less traffic. It's not as, it's not like a city. It's more laid back slightly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have to run to my next call, but watch those videos on YouTube, and then let's get one of these scheduled as soon as possible.
Okay.
So we keep the momentum going, and then just don't forget
next week or the week after. Or
no, it could be tomorrow. If you, as soon as you get through the videos, and as soon as your schedule will allow, let's jump back on it, because I want you. We're going to start making FSBO calls this week.
Yes. I love it.
So as soon as you get through those 2 video series, then you're going to be ready to schedule the next call. And then if you have a quick question, just feel free to text me. Okay.
Okay.